All my people, can I get a hello? Hey yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hello Effect Podcast with me, your host Seek, aka Mr. Hello. And before I jump into who my special guest is, I want to shout out to all my supporters. Everybody been grinding since day one. I want to announce that we've been filming this podcast for 1 year. So I want to say shout out to all the people, my team that been, ride with me through this whole journey. Without further ado, I'm allow my guest to introduce himself. Let the people know your name, where you from, and what's your talent.
Hey, what's up, man? I go by the name of Pete Powerz. I'm an energetic dude. Kingsbridge Road, around the corner from Fordham Road. Too many stories to be told. Kingsbridge and Wizzy, my city, BX. You know what I mean? Artist, actor, comedian, you name it, let's do it.
All right, so you say you from the Bronx?
Exactly. Kingsbridge to be exact.
All right, so what was it like growing up in the Bronx? For anybody that's not from the Bronx, if you could just break it down a little bit.
I mean, from a kid from my block was the first block in the Bronx that I could say had shaved their head and got baldies. You know what I mean? With all respect to cancer, you know what I'm saying? So, we 25 to life is the name of the crew. I'm outside the window taking notes, you know what I'm saying? I grew up, it's my turn. I got an A-ball jacket like 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? I got a sheepskin at 12. It's what you had. We were territorial, you know what I mean? It was rules and shit. Bronx dudes ain't like Brooklyn. Brooklyn ain't like the Bronx, but it was all bullshit. Because when we finally get to the borough, we realize how us Bronx dudes want to be hanging in Brooklyn more. You know what I'm saying? And Brooklyn, but it's all man. It's a facade if you make it like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, just you territorial, Braveheart shit. You know?
All right. So did you grow up like with a whole bunch of siblings, or was you like the only child?
I'm the only child on my mom's side. Pops was a Rolling Stone. You know what I mean? I got two other siblings and shit. Pops made me a strong man. Mom's made me chase the dollar. It all, was in a combination in the blender. You know what I mean?
All right. So how was it growing up as the only child though? Like, was it? Did you have to resort to going out and finding friends and stuff like that?
I always, you know what I'm saying? I always adapt. People always adapted to me. I guess I had character. I was an old soul. You know what I mean? So I grew up a little early. I was into things, you know what I'm saying? Most wasn't into right away and shit. Making friends was never hard, you know what I mean? I always practically took the lead anyway, you know what I mean? So,
All right. So let's talk about. You said you, an artist, a comedian. What else you said you were?
but a comedian is something. That's not all the time, B. Don't get gas. Now you stand up yet, you know what I mean? But, I like to bug out. I feel like, you gotta have some kind of laughter in your day, man.
Yeah.
No matter how much of a hard rock you are. You know what I'm saying? We got to laugh, we gotta smile.
Nah, for sure.
Just can't smile all day.
All right. So you said you were an actor also.
Yeah, like, I've been in a little bit of situations, you know what I mean? Little web series and things like that, Peace to my salute to my brother Omori Levy. You know what I mean? He had me in some shit called King of Brooklyn. I was a drug dealer named Gio. You know what I'm saying? I did other little things. Lady Leo, salute to her, you know what I mean? Snatching me up, seeing something in me, you know what I mean? So now I'm Razor on her show, you know what I mean? That's on Tubi called Lick. Shout out to all the people on that show, you know what I mean? Much love and support from me, cast member.
All right. So what would you say? What was your first love? Was it the music part, or was it the acting and the other things that you do?
Man, my first love was fashion, man.
Oh, fashion. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, you had to come up fly where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know back in the days, I don't know about the other boroughs, but in the Bronx, if you went to the movies with your shorty, that shit was a fashion show.
Nah, that's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? If you and her ain't had the same Jordans, and see, I was the opposite. I like the rock shit. Most didn't have at the moment, so they ask you, where you got that from? I come from a fleet era, you know what I'm saying? Like, the golden era in my hood was, it was fashion, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So how did you get involved in music then? Like when did that come out? Like
Music was just in the fashion, man, and you know, you're looking at people like Rakim, you know what I'm saying? You're looking at Big Daddy Kane. Not only is the cut detail right, not even is the eyes. I still got my slids in my shits, bro.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I keep it 100. That shit ain't going away. That's like bottoms and shit. Rocking up there bottoms. That shit ain't going away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the whole fly guy pimp syndrome, shotgun in the, you know what I'm saying, in the long peak coat. That was just my shit, man, and it just made me look at hip hop, and it made me want to try shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so pretty much it was the coach. It wasn't nobody like from the hood, like a drug or something like
Nah,
the
man,
OG, not like that.
nah. But it was definitely those in the hood, parking their cars, and you looking up to certain people. Definitely had that. You know what I'm saying? But hip hop it just took a toll on me, man. And Mom Dukes bought me my first album, and I was just like amazed, dude. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Then I had family that moved to the West Coast, so I got a chance to, not just venture with the East Coast, also with the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, wow. You know what I mean? I'm listening to Too Short, and I'm listening. They don't even sound nothing alike, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so when did you decide that you wanted to take it serious though? Was it somebody saying in your ear like, "Yo, hey Pete Hell, and you nice, get with it"?
Well, we used to freestyle, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, man. Shout out to my man Shah Buddha, aka the Crew Killer. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Jay Harris, Gerard. We formed a little team, we used to freestyle, you know what I mean, do our thing, and off the top of the dome, people said that they felt like I had something. And at that time, I didn't even know what it was to write a ball, you know what I mean? I didn't know how to sketch out of 16, you know? There's levels to that, you know what I'm saying? So, I was just dealing with what I had.
But did anybody like show you how to, or you just like, fuck it,
Eventually,
I'm a learn this shit because.
eventually being a little lazy in the beginning, since I was, sometimes, they get slick and get a nigga give him 4 bars or something, you know? You know what I mean? And they come in and realize it and say, nah, man, I don't even gotta do that, man. You know what I'm saying? No faking with that, man. So let me just take it serious. And right after there, I started composing words together, man, and I started writing poems. Yeah, I'm into that too, So
You was getting into poems?
I talk to the females too, you know what I mean?
Do you remember the first time you was in the studio?
First time in the studio, wow. Real studio?
Yeah, I'm talking about real studio, yeah.
This is probably 2000. It could be 2001, 2002. Shout outs to Guru, man. He rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? That was a good friend of mine. You know what I mean? Keith, yo. You know what I'm saying? Enough love. He put me on his album. I was on Collecting Props. Collecting Props was, I believe, track 14. It made 44 on the Billboard. You know what I'm saying? That's good, man. That's love, man. That was a nice alley oop for me. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, I'm a bit of a, I'm kind of, I'm like a throwback frisbee. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a situation where I've been on the radio. You know what I mean? I've been into things, and now I'm still there, and I'm getting into stronger things, and it's like, damn, this nigga don't go away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like for anybody that's watching, that's trying to do what you're doing, like how did you get on the radio? This from like the people you know, or from your hard work? Because
hard work, you know what I mean? Name getting around, you know what I'm saying? The streets kind of like I caught a little bit of validation from the streets more than the music at first because, nigga was a knucklehead.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie, bro. Napoleon syndrome, you know what I mean? Trying to clothesline everybody, do all these types of moves and shit. Fantastic. You know what I mean? The drop kick specialist, you know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all, that nigga hit hard. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's What's up, bro? Oh man. Okay now. So, a little bit of everything. I say for anybody that you asking me a question about if anybody what I say to them, trying to get.
Yeah, like for instance, like how do you like if I'm an artist that's grinding right now? You said you've been all over the radio.